What is good, chat? How we doing this fine Monday evening? Listen, I know it's not normally the time where I would normally do a stream, but I've been kind of I thought this was gonna be over with, at least what we're gonna be talking about here today. But it seems like our good old friends Abba and Preach are not letting up on Donnie Boy here. So I just thought, well, hey, why not? On a chill Monday night, let's go ahead and cover this exact clown show that is unfolded in front of our eyes, and why Donnie Boy is pretty much the biggest red pill disappointment the Manosphere ever had the displeasure of having. All right, and we're gonna talk about all of that and more because, guys, here's the thing: if thou request the smoke, thou shalt be prepared to inhale said smoke. All right. And it seems like Donnie Boy was not prepared for the smoke that was being sent out today because we still haven't seen a response from this guy regarding the videos that are being made about him. Right. Because here's the thing. Guys, first of all, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and get the likes up, all right? Because I'm already getting ahead of myself, all right? So let's get the likes up, support the show, all right? It's free, it's great, and I promise you, all right, we are going to have ourselves some laughs because, listen, man, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? I told you that Donnie Boy, if you ask him for certain types of smoke, you need to be prepared to handle it, all right? So let's go ahead and get into the show. What's up, guys? Now, for those of you guys who don't know, you guys might be asking, like, who the hell is Donnie Boy, Duke? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're saying Donnie Boy this, Donnie Boy that. Like, who's Donnie Boy? We don't know. Well, in case you have been kind of sleeping under the rock, and by that meaning you haven't been watching this channel, well, congratulations, welcome. Okay, Donnie Boy is a.k.a. Donovan Sharp. Okay, yes, the reason we call him Donnie Boy is because he does such childish, just decision-making things that don't even make any sense, right? It's like when you listen to this guy talk, he sounds like he's still in high school, okay? Like he just never really matured out of his the whole high school, the whole high school phase that we've all been through, but some people just feel the need to just relive. Yeah, that's him. So we call him Donnie Boy because he never wants to grow up. That's what it is. So recently he had a video that came out seemingly out of left field, okay? And in this video, he was talking about a lot of things. He let a lot of people know a lot of things about content creators he's worked with, like Kevin Samuels, Obsidian, O'Shea Duke Jackson, right? But one importantly that really he had no relations with was Preach. Particularly Preach's wife, like Donnie Boy. Jesus, that's completely out of left field. Like, why on earth are you talking crap about Preach's wife? If you think I'm capping, let me just show you this video real quick because I think it serves as a reminder to where we're coming from and where we need to go.
Fuck out of here. Manav means my ass. And then we saw his woman. And then we saw his woman. Let's just say his woman's body type is similar to the wife of Preach. Let's just say his woman, but don't take my word for it. This is what Obsidian's woman looks like, y'all. That's her. That's Obsidian's woman. Actually, a pretty nice lady, to be honest with you. She's a very nice lady. She was very, very cool to talk to. Very, very cool to talk to. But Obsidian not only said that I was drunk when we showed up, he said Devin looked like trailer trash. He said Devin looked like trailer trash. I said, oh, okay. All right. I have no idea why all of a sudden he just came out and talked shit about this. I have no idea why. This was years later. This was back in 2016. We showed up with a nice bottle of spirits. Devin baked Christmas cookies like it was all good. We had a nice podcast. Everything was good. Years later, he's telling everybody that I showed up drunk and that Devin looked like trailer trash. Okay, that's fine. Obsidian, this is your bitch, bruh. This is your bitch. What is, dude, I will never understand what it is about these loudmouth niggas. These loudmouth niggas who are married to or are in relationships with fucking land whales. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, Now, so I said all that to say this. Obsidian, bruh, keep my name out of your mouth. And he won't. But every time Obsidian opens up his mouth, just understand that this is who he goes home to every night. Devin in the chat says, all these people who bag on us, we treated well. I don't get it either, man. I dealt with Obsidian in good faith. I don't know why he came after me. I have no idea what. Maybe it was O'Shea. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But O'Shea pays for sex in Uganda. He buys prostitutes. Obsidian's woman. He lives in a dump, y'all. He tells everybody he's a man of means, he has money. Dude, Obsidian doesn't have a pot to piss in. This nigga does not have two nickels to rub together. These are facts. And the reason I know this is because I met the man in person.
Facts.
I've been to his crib. I know how he lives. And then this crippled ass nigga a couple of years back talking about he wants to fight me. Dude, I'm not fighting Obsidian, bruh. I'm not gonna fight you, fam. Fuck out of here. I'm not gonna fight your punk ass. Get out of here. Fuck that. Preach, your wife is a fucking fat ass. Obsidian, your woman is a fucking fat ass. And oh, by the way, Obsidian's woman has 3 children. Guess how many she has custody of? This many.
All right, we're going to pause it right there, all right? Obviously, you guys experienced a long-winded tirade Donnie Boy kind of went through, okay? And some of it, he's got beef with Obsidian, and, that beef runs deep. We've covered it before in this, on the show, so it's pretty interesting beef, okay? It all started with a black woman, all right? That's a story that y'all definitely don't want to forget, so go ahead and check it out, all right? So the Obsidian thing, I understand, okay? But then all of a sudden, you pulling up dude's wife out of nowhere, like first of all, like you really know her. That's crazy, dude. Like, damn, that's wild to me. She's not even a public figure, but you trying to expose her wife. You coming at her like that. All right, cool. It is what it is. I mean, if you want to make the argument that Devin, he shouldn't have talked about her. Well, Devin, technically, she does contact with you, so she really is making herself more of a public figure, which opens her up to criticism. Wouldn't you agree, right? But you putting pictures of other people's wives, I don't understand, right? But what you guys also noticed within that criticism he was doling out there was also Preach's wife being a fat ass, right? And which was crazy to me because my book was like, yo, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Where did Preach come into all of this? Like, why you coming at Preach? Like, what did he have to do with you? And then you have to understand that, yes, Donnie Boy is basically playing the whole high school game. I stick up for my buddies because they don't like those guys over there. Hence, because of the Fresh and Fit beef that Abba and Preach were a part of, right? And Donnie Boy kind of felt bad that he didn't stick up for his good old friends in the meantime. Now has vowed to ridiculously defend Fresh and Fit to like no bounds. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, even to the point where we could clearly see the obvious flaws for what it is. He is gonna be as ridiculous as to come in there and tell us that we're just being trolled by Fresh. Okay, everything that we saw with Miranda was just a simple troll. All right, so this guy is literally, it's just, I can't think of anything more pathetic than that, right? But he also now felt the need that, I gotta defend Fresh and Fit in every turn. And since Fresh and Fit have deemed Abba and Preach their mortal enemy, fuck Preach, fuck Abba. Yeah, let me go after their wives too. So this guy does like any high school, schoolgirl would do, and goes ahead and stalks their Instagram. Started looking through Preach's Instagram and assumed to have found a photo of Preach's wife, right? They were kind of hugged up together and were kind of close. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to explain this whole situation. I'm just going to let Preach explain it himself.
They were trying to get some juice to get at us. And what happened on my other Instagram page that got canceled, that got deleted, right? They went throughout all my pictures and they went to see if they could find a picture of my wife. If you don't know anything about me, I don't post about what I got. I'm talking about where I live, vehicles, whatever. I don't post that. I don't put pictures. I don't put pictures of my people around me. Why? Because people on the internet are fucking weirdos, okay? They found a picture of someone, and I'm going cheeks to cheeks with that person, right? We're cheeks to cheeks, and we're blowing a kiss. And they took that picture, and they said, that's his wife. Got him. It's not my wife.
No, She's a comedian.
She's a comedian.
And we've run a bunch of live shows, and she's participated in a bunch.
Because she is.
I have pictures with her. He has pictures with her. Like, she's on a lot of our bills. Unless you think Preach married a comedian, I don't know. But like,
that's my homie. That is my homie for real. Okay, she is not my wife. Very talented comedian, very talented actress in Quebec, right where we live at. She didn't know that. They went on and they ran with it, and they called this person a whole bunch of things, right? A whole bunch of names. Even if that person was my wife. Let's say she was my wife. To go after people's wives, you have so little arguments that you have to go through people's wife. But you're so dumb that you don't even realize that's not even though. So you go out there and you slander someone that has no relationship to me.
That's usually how it goes in a red pill space, okay? You beef with somebody, well, they're gonna have to go after your wife or whatever it is, right? These guys are like the real betas that they claim to not be, okay? Trust me, there's a lot of simp, beta, blue pill nonsense going on behind the scenes, okay? Some of these red pill guys, they tend to go low, even though they try to pretend like they're above the fray because they're these strapping masculine men that are so stoic. But no, deep down, these are the same emotional little bots running around here that can't even get their own nut. It's fucking ridiculous, right? So yeah, they will look through your Instagram, they will look through your private photos, they would look for any reason whatsoever to try to dox you and anyone around you. We've all experienced it. Welcome to the club, okay? But you heard it from Preach himself. That's not his wife. Right. And that's the thing when a lot of these red pill guys do research, quote unquote, research on the people that they're trying to take down. They don't really get their numbers or their, their facts straight. Right. They don't really know how to do that properly. So they jump at the first whiff of information that makes their opponent look bad. And at that point, they don't care if they're wrong. They don't care if they're, doxing someone that's completely innocent and has nothing to do with it. To them, it's simply collateral damage. And this is the inherent cancer within a lot of these red pill content creators we've been trying to call out, right? They LARP as these masculine figures, but realistically, they're just a bunch of butthurt betas. And you see it here with Donnie Boy with improper research. Like, Jesus Christ, you got to fire a research team. Is it Devin? Is Devin doing all that research stuff for you? Pack her up. Get her the fuck out of here. Because if you're gonna just put a random woman that has nothing to do with Preach and just gonna go after her, like, that's crazy to me. That's insane. Like, you look like a high school girl, okay? And we see this all the time with a lot of these content creators that quote unquote are supposed to be red pill. So one thing before we move on here, you guys got to understand is if these guys are willing to do this to their other content creators, right? You got to really question a lot of the messaging that they're claiming to put forth based off experience, right? So going back to it, you kind of see how that situation actually played out. Donovan Sharp out of nowhere just randomly came after Preach's wife, and you heard Preach say, "That's not my wife, dog." What are you talking about? So why would you even feel the need to ask for that smoke? And when he did that video, we came out with a live stream about that, and we're like, yo, Donnie Boy, like, what the hell are you doing? You're asking for a lot of this smoke. Are you sure you're willing to handle it? And to my surprise, Abba and Preach actually responded. Like, I didn't expect them to respond to a smear mouth like Donnie Boy. I mean, let's just be real, right? Like, you wouldn't expect that situation. But, you had a situation where DJ Academics actually responded to Saint the Sinner. So, I mean, who knows? Anything can happen in this YouTube manosphere world, right? 1 minute you don't think they're watching, and the next minute they're on your case. So, just when we think the Abba and Preach folks will not respond, they did, and they dropped that video. And in that video, they basically exposed Donovan Sharp for what everyone else kind of already knows, and maybe not everyone else out large, right? Because guys, there's a reason why you're subscribed here. We give you the news and we keep you up to date about whatever bullshit's going on right here. All right, so if you guys don't already know, the info that was released that Abba were talking about in that video was the fact that Donnie Boy stole his daddy's identity. He stole his own dad's identity. Yes, guys, if you haven't heard it clearly, okay, unfuzzy ears and just listen. He stole his father's identity, okay? And to make it worse, it was to get an apartment, which he ended up defaulting on, and he ran off. So he left his dad liable for, I think it was like, what, $8,500 or some shit like that. It was insane, right? So he, packed up, ran to Vegas, found a single mom, got involved with her, and she helped him build his YouTube career we have today. So guys, if you guys are already subscribed, you already know that story, okay? It's just that the bigger content creators finally got caught wind of it and is finally exposing this red pill fraud for who he is, all right? Because guys, listen, a lot of the stuff that we put out there, listen, as a tiny channel as we are, okay, we don't have the traction to get people to understand how seriously flawed a lot of these red pill content creators are, right? But it is what it is, at least the story's out there. So they covered that, and me thinking that Donnie Boy was actually gonna respond to this whole thing, because it's like, yo, bro, bruh, you've been asking for this smoke, Donnie. Where's your response, right? Are you gonna clap back at Abba and preach? And I mean, come on, bro. Like, they're a big content creator. Like, the views they get in 3 hours is way more than your subscriber base. Like, so are you gonna respond to this? Nothing, right? So Abba then, well, at least Abba and Preach then drop another video. And I think it was earlier today, and I watched it, and this time they were kind of digging in a little, a little deep with this one, okay? And I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and cover this crap, because if he's not gonna respond to that, he at least gotta respond to this one. And in this video, y'all gotta understand, Abba and Preach were really going in. They were going in on the red pill videos that Donnie Boy makes. These videos where he and Devin, they come together. They do these like funny but cringe, skits where it's like, this is how you treat your lady to be a high value man, whatever the fuck it is, right? So they criticize the fuck out of that. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna play all of that and more. But here's the main course, okay? The main course that really got me, because I had no idea this podcast existed, but there was a part. Look, I'm tearing up already, bro. I can't contain my excitement. But it was one with mediocre review and tutorials and Pearl, and Donnie Boy was telling this ridiculous story about how he got played by a 19-year-old at the age of 31. Yo, let's play the video, dog. Let's play the video. Oh my god.
I told you I don't commit to women who take their phones into the bathroom.
I just forgot this one time, okay?
Okay.
So, are we good then?
Yep, I called you an Uber.
This is so petty.
Call it what you want, but this is how I move, and you've known this from the start.
Ladies, don't pretend you've never texted an ex in the bathroom.
Or swipe for sausage on Tinder while in the shower.
Or God knows what else you don't want your man to find out about.
Hey, Tim wants to go to a concert tonight.
Cool.
Can I go?
What are you asking me for? I'm not your father.
Well, you said you don't commit to women who go to concerts.
Indeed, I did.
So what happens from here?
Well, you can either choose to go.
Hold up, guys. Hold up, gang. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is too funny. Look at this high value man. All right. The man, hold up. I need y'all to get a full view of this. Okay. Look at this this is a picture of a strapping high value man. Look at all this. All right. He is definitely in the shape to make the shots or call the shots to his woman. All right. Because he is definitely the picture quality of a high value man. Let's look at his grandpa posted up on this couch over here, right? Like, come on, bro. Like, this whole scenario is just hilarious.
Go to the concert or stay in a relationship with me.
All right. Let's keep going.
Why is she hold up? Why did she walk to the car like that? She walking like she seen another black dude across the street. Hold up. Look at this vlog, bro.
Open the car door for the lady for the date. That's good. Oh, ladies first for now. Obviously, once you get married, tell that whore to open up all the doors for you. But at the beginning, you do ladies first.
Reservation for Donovan Sharp. How do you pronounce your name, by the way? Dahlia. Dahlia?
Yes.
I was flirting.
How do you pronounce your name, Adelia? I'm sorry. I like how he says convo / light flirting with the hostess in front of your girlfriend. In caps, in front. You want to make sure she sees you light flirt. It's better. Guys, make sure you walk in front of your woman. Do not let her walk in front of you, because the man comes first, and then she behind you. She can see if
You gotta show that dominance, that alpha cheeks, bro. Woof woof.
got cakes or not. Pause.
What you just said made no sense.
Huh? What I just say? Pause.
You
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
Yay. Sus.
The only place I've been with my girl I walk first is places I don't know.
Fair.
Like, let's say we're not in the country. Let's say we go to Cuba, right?
You protect.
It's just that.
Yeah,
It's just old school way of doing things.
Yeah,
but
if a bullet comes flying, you're dying.
it's just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody come with an
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's your job.
and I can do the whole thing when I die in arms. You know,
Yeah.
I like a real man.
Yeah, there you go.
Stupid.
You know what makes you die like a real man?
What?
You got a mustache. All you hairless motherfuckers in your late 20s can't grow a beard. Fucking dweeb.
I can't grow a beard.
I'm not supposed to let them know that.
I can't grow a
You're
beard.
supposed to say this is a choice. You brave man. You brave man.
Choice.
Avant-garde. Yeah, you got beard, I got patches.
Shit.
There's a little Asian kid who needs hair. I send it to them.
Send it to me.
Okay, so she is going to do for appetizer. She's going to go with the wood rolled corn, aged cheddar, spiced bacon. For dinner, she's going to go with the field green salad
Yo.
and the wood rolled Maine lobster tail. I am going to go with the lobster bisque for appetizer, and then I'm going to go with the lamb loin. Versus lamb loin.
Yeah. Why? She looks like either she doesn't know where she's at, or she is being like forced to be there. That's what it is, bro. Like, she's being held hostage. Like, if I was a waiter walking past a woman doing all these kind of eye movements, I'm gonna be like, yo, what's wrong with your girl, dog? Is she gonna make it? She gonna be all right? Like, what are we doing here? She like she having a stroke. Like, she about 2 blinks from having a stroke, bro, or aneurysm, whatever the fuck it is. Hold up, just watch the gaze in this woman's eyes.
Lobster tail. I am going to go with the lobster bisque for appetizer, and then I'm going to go with the lamb loin.
What's wrong with her, dog?
Medium.
Hashtag well-trained women that can still end up cheating on you. Stop.
You're doing a lot. And if I'm the waiter, I'm like, what's wrong with this one? Her eyes glued to the floor. She held hostage. So your girl can't make contact with the waiter. Why? Hold up, why? I want to hear why. Oh, because it's disrespectful. I'm the man. She should only be looking at me. Let me ask you, when your girl goes to work, does she look people in the eyes, or does she never make eye contact? Does she see a male customer and then avert her gaze? Like, what are we talking about?
Well, I mean, this is coming from the same people that believe that their girls can't have Instagrams. I mean, that's a no-no, right? So, I mean, these are the type of rigid rules that these guys come up with that just makes no sense to me whatsoever. Listen, it might make sense in certain case, but that's like different types of relationship scenarios, right? Maybe there are more submissive girls out there that you know would like a guy to, you know, make decisions for her, like, you know, ordering her food for her at a restaurant or walking in front of her in random places, you know, just, you know, maybe they appreciate that. But the vast majority of human beings out there, men and women, I don't think it really matters like that, at least like what these guys are trying to put together, right? And what you all have to understand is what these guys are basically doing, they're just like rephrasing what's already, like, they're basically bastardizing common chivalrous like knowledge, right? With the way that men are supposed to act in a traditionally masculine sense. They're taking all of that idea and then further bastardizing it to these extreme levels where you gotta like just order everything and walk in front of her, and then you have to, you know, delete her and get rid of her, you know, if she goes to the club without your permission or talks to other guys. Like, it's just so fucking weird, bro. Can't even look in your waiter in the eye. That's just a wild thing to do, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
Are guys so insecure now? Okay, And I mean, you have to be deeply terrified of being hurt by somebody to think that her making eye contact with somebody at a service job is an issue. And you think that's a sign of well-trained, dude. I think you just need some therapy. I think you need to do some healing.
You know what's crazy? Believe it or not, there's a lot of dudes that think this is okay. Like, real talk. And you know, they don't like, a lot of times when you call guys like that in the red pill insecure, they don't like that, because in their minds, they're basically preventing a, you know, adulterous situation to happen, right? But they don't realize that the more they put these strict controls on their significant other, the further they're pushing them into the arms of another, because realistically, they're just going to start yearning for something that they no longer have. I mean, that's just essentially what it is, the more you restrict. But believe it or not, there are a lot of guys out there that believe that this is facts, right? And to think about it, look at the guys that follow Donnie Boy. I mean, they think that's facts. They think that this is how you control your woman. This is what you do. You isolate her from her friends. You isolate her from her, I don't know if they want to isolate her from her family, but they talk about that, you know? So just keep that in mind. This is a thing amongst men.
I've seen some videos of past traumas you had, and it sounds like you're still living with them.
Wow, bro, time out. Let's pause this right here, okay? Doesn't Devin remind you of a Karen? Like even the way she walks, she's walking like if she saw like a brother walking across the street, like that she would act exactly how a white woman would behave. Watch this. Look how she's walking. Like, and the dude is trying to open the door for her too. Like, dude, wait. Like, he trying to be polite. She's just like, what is this? Hey, bro, Donovan, hold up. I gotta pause it right here. Because as a fitness guy who can appreciate good aesthetics, I just want to say, compared to what you got going on, Donnie, I think your girl got a pretty strong back. So I don't know who's running the bedroom over there, but looking at this, I don't think you got it, Donnie. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's a fraud. He's not even acting like that with his girl.
I think
he doesn't even act like that. They're setting up this shit and they're in it together, and that's it. He said, you know what? That's how we're gonna bamboozle a whole bunch of people. Are you in or not? You're gonna play a role. Maybe that's the role playing game that they do, like in the bedroom, and that extends that. You know what? Let's make some money with that, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna play that. I'm that kind of guy, but I'm not. But that's a con. That's a con. That's not real. That's not how he really acts. He's not.
No. See, Abba, preach. Listen, that's where you got it wrong. That is exactly how they act. That is exactly how they behave. Okay, Donovan may be more of a pussy in real life, but no, this is exactly who they are. Okay, Devon Sharp is exactly who that is. Okay, she listen. The reason why I believe it is because Donovan Sharp was broke for a long time, okay? And she supported his ass until his YouTube career took off, okay? Any self-respecting woman, and from her background, it seems like she comes from a pretty solid corporate background, like marketing-wise. So you can see how his show, her being an addition to his show, has actually helped him get some kind of notoriety out there, right? I mean, more than what he already had in the red pill space. So she definitely helped, but that's who she is. She supported this idiot on his way to YouTube stardom, manosphere stardom. Okay, so by doing that, she followed all these ridiculous rules. I mean, for Pete's sakes, she sat there and agreed to call her own daughter his niece in front of thousands of people. I don't know about you, but a mother that really gives a fuck about her kid would not let the man she's dating label her kid as a niece and then she go along with it. That's just weird. like I mean, you really got to love somebody and really want to fall underneath their rules to go along with something that ridiculous. I mean, I find that insane, but that's the nature of that relationship. Like, she is this weird submissive white girl that somehow just I don't know, but hey, trust me, bro, this what you're watching is as real as it gets from Donnie. Okay.
I really like that with his girl, and it's just really just to get you guys. And I don't even know if it works or whatever, but no, that's not it. The acting is so bad. It's not real shit. It's not real. It's scripted.
It's like that one movie where they would talk about the hot sauce, right? It tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. That's exactly what it is, bro. No. Their acting is so bad, it's fake. It's because it's real. Like that's how real this shit is. Like it's so bad you can't believe that this is reality. But listen, sometimes reality is often like it's often weirder than like fiction. I'm just be like the shit that happens in real life. Sometimes like you can't even just make it up. Like it doesn't exist anywhere until you see it happen. So it's that bad. This is how cringe Donnie Boy and his girl Devin are. This is what we've been trying to warn everybody of, but nobody seemed to listen until now. But you know, Donnie was kind of asking for that smoke, if you ask me.
So bad. It's so bad. If you really, that's entertaining, but that's not it. That's not what it is.
No, it's them.
That's
bro.
not what it is. If you think, if you really think that that's really how life works, god damn, my god.
No, it's them. It's them.
Well, you're sad too. And that's not how life works. That's not how any of this works.
So now we're gonna hear an origin story from Donovan himself at 32.
I'm gonna give you guys the Reader's Digest version. I started paralegal school when I was 31 years old, and there's this.
Everybody, hold on. Everybody, shut the fuck up right now. This shit about to get hilarious, dog. And watch how pathetic this guy is. Guys, get the likes up right now. This podcast had me rolling, Chad. I had no idea Donnie Boy did this shit. Get the likes up right now, Chad. This is about to be funny as hell.
Class. We took a shine to each other immediately, right? It was a great relationship. We spent every day together, blah, 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 blah. Red flag number one that I didn't even think about. One day, I had a headache in class. She says, what's wrong? I said, well, I've got a headache. She's like, all right. Reaches into her purse, and she gives me this big white pill. I'm like, what is that? She says, it's Vicodin. What's a 19-year-old doing with a bag full of Vicodin, right? Red flag number two, she had homemade tattoo on her wrist. Stay with me. Red flag number three, she had a 6-year-old. She was 19 years old who had a 6-year-old, which means what class? She had her child at 13, which means she was having sex at 12. It gets even better. The baby daddy was in prison at the time we were dating. Oh, statutory EPAR. Here's the reason why they didn't throw the book at him with Jessica's Law. It's because she testified to the jury that she seduced him, and the jury actually bought it.
Cap.
Which part?
Cap.
Which part?
All the parts. The whole thing.
You don't think it's real?
All cap.
Why?
Caps. It's all caps. That's cap.
Why do you don't believe it's real?
A jury's not gonna believe. No.
In America.
Nah, that shit happens. They're like fucking 15-year-olds in bumfuck North Carolina or South Carolina. I don't know. It's one of them Carolinas where there was like a 17, 18-year-old kid that knocked up a 15-year-old, or at the time she was 14, and the parents were weirdly okay with it. So it kind of made it okay. So it happens. I'm not surprised if the story is true. Listen. The reason why Preach is in such disbelief, because he can't fathom anyone being this pathetic. Right? Like he just can't fathom anyone who such as who claims to be a man's man like Donovan Sharp. It's impossible hearing this. You're like, why are you that pathetic to just like what's going on with you? Why is a 30-year-old hanging out with 19-year-olds? Like what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So but I assure you, Preach, all of this is real 100%.
I've seen worse.
She left her account open on my computer on Facebook. I scrolled through, saw all kinds of stuff, drove to her place. I said, I want you to be honest with me. Have you cheated on me? I wanted her to lie to me. And I wanted her to lie to me so I could just keep up the delusion. She said, honestly, yes. That is the worst emotional pain I've ever felt in my life. To this day, I never will. Dude, I went to her bathroom. I puked, ripped off the necklace. She's blowing me up at work all day long. I'm sorry. I can't pick up the phone. So finally, I picked up the phone. She's like, hey, I'm sorry. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. She's like, look, I want to come to your place. I have a birthday surprise for you. So she comes over. She has like this little cupcake, and she bought me a watch that she knew I was looking at. Then she turns around and lifts up her shirt. There was my name tattooed on the small of her back. Dude, my hand to the man. So I was back in her clutches. It was all downhill from there. Guys, this story gets so much worse.
How old were you?
I was 31.
That's what makes this whole thing worse. It's like, bro, you were 31 31. You were 30. Yo. You were 31. You mean at 31, you haven't figured out that women run game, dog? Like, are you kidding me? At 31, 3 decades. 3 decades you've been on this earth, bro, and you haven't figured it out. Holy fucking balls. That's what makes this whole thing fucking pathetic. And this is what I tell you guys. A lot of these red pill losers that come up here, bro, literally, it's a grift. The reason why is they didn't, listen, it's not that this is who they were. Like, the insides, who they are internally are simps. That's who they've always been, and that's who they forever will be. But they got in their head that if they come online into a completely new space where no one really knows who they are, they could pretend to LARP as some kind of alpha Chad or Tyrone. But that's not the freaking case. This guy, it was 31 years old. Listen, at least at 25, get this shit figured out realistically, because your brain stops developing at that age if you're a male. The age 25. You want to tell me this guy right here, who's a strapping example of what a man should strive for, didn't figure this crap out till 31? 31. Jesus Christ.
1 years old. Yeah.
Hold up. I believe this is real.
I believe
It's
31 years of age. You got played by a 19-year-old.
Yo, you know what's even crazy? Most girls at 19-year-old, like at that year of age, they don't really even, I'm not saying they don't know shit, but they're not experienced enough in relationships to understand like how the power dynamics flow. You see what I'm saying? So an older person, whether in this case, and this happens in both cases, right? Whether if the woman's older or if the man's older, whoever has more experience age-wise, literally the power dynamic tends to usually flow in that direction, right? So in this case, we have someone who's 31 years old at the time versus someone who's 19. Who do you think has more relationship experience at that point? I'm looking at the guy with 3 decades, but you're looking at a 19-year-old, someone who's barely completed their second year of college, maybe, right? You got played by that, dog? Yo, it just means that if you ain't got it at 25, you're not gonna get it at 40. I'm just gonna tell you right now, Donnie. Anna, thank you for the $2 super chat. It's bad, dog. It's really bad.
Good Lord. This is really pathetic.
She continued cheating on me, right? So I'm always trying to catch her. I lost my job. I lost the place that I was at. The car that I had was paid for because I paid cash for it. It broke down. I didn't have a job, so I couldn't get it fixed. I'm evicted. I ended up having to live with a couple of her drug addict friends in a quasi crack house. And I kept trying to get back with her. September 16th, baby daddy gets out of prison. Okay.
Time out, bro. Time out. Hold on. I take that back. I take that back. My bad, Donnie. Okay, wait a minute. She sounds like she's lived a rough life. Where did you find this one? Hey, this 19-year-old. Yo, she might be advanced. Talk about, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Yo, she got drug addict friends already, bro. And you like, wait a minute. None of this shit. No, wait, time out. You're 31 years old. You're supposed to know better. Like, why are you hanging around a 19-year-old who got friends that are drug addict? You're supposed to be the one with your life in other. How did you get duped by that? Oh my God. Wait a minute, bro. Listen, I take it back. I take it all back. Hey, listen, if you're a 19-year-old with like a kid and you hanging out with druggies, you've lived a rough life. You're living a rough life. So listen, I think that kind of woman is a little too advanced for Donnie Boy at 31. Can we agree on that? Like a 19-year-old with who's got a 6-year-old kid is way more advanced than a 31-year-old man. Oh my God. Either way you look at it, whether she was young and inexperienced or young with experience, you still look bad because you're supposed to be the one with more experience in this scenario. So how is it at 31, you're crashing on the couch of your 19-year-old drug dealer or drug using friends? Like, how do you not have your life together at 31? You're crashing at your drug dealer. Oh my God. Damn, bro. You owe Devin a big ass kiss after this shit, bro. Cause she done, it sounds like she saved your ass from a life of just self mistakes and just destruction, dog. Holy shit.
Baby daddy gets out of prison. I called her up on September 15th. I said, you know what? I can't do it. I think you still love Ben. I can't do it anymore. Dude, she cried her eyes out. Hung up the phone. I stayed up all night long. I couldn't sleep. So I called her up. I called her up the next day. I was like, hey, meet me at this gas station. Then I called up my brother and I borrowed $800.
No!
I went to the jewelry store. I bought her a ring, proposed to her.
No!
I proposed to her. Listen,
Hey, MTR! Look at MTR! Hey, let's talk about. Let's skip the fact that you just proposed to a girl that openly cheated on you, and she's 19 with a 6-year-old kid and druggy friends that use meth and heroin, right? And not only you crashing at her couch after she cheated on you, you then borrowed $800 from your brother to pay for a ring and propose to her after she cheated on you. Yo, you a simp. Dog, you a simp. That's at 31. You a simp, dog. Like, to think this guy has all these courses on womanese and how to be an alpha male and all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. You want to tell me at 31, you wanted to wife up a girl that cheated on you, and then you wonder why majority of these guys who follow the red pill, they're undercover incels, and they go through these red pill rage, right? When you talk about the message that these leaders put forward and why there's some kind of undertone of anger and resentment, you see these guys' backstory and you just understand why. Donnie boy, poor Donnie boy, bruh, got duped by a 19-year-old with a kid, and he ended up proposing to her afterwards. And let's not skip the fact that you're 31 years old at the time and you can't afford an $800 emergency. That's not even an emergency. You're trying to buy a ring. You couldn't afford $800. Yo, I'm 28 and I got better financial skills than you did at 31. That's sad, dog. That means, you know what this means? That means that, yo, this red pill shit was the ultimate grit for you, because even at the ripe old age of 31, Donnie boy, you still haven't gotten your life together. That's wild, dog. Oh my God. There's just so many things wrong with this picture.
This guy was a cornball at 18 when he flouted his father. He was a cornball at 31 as a career criminal who was borrowing money from his family to buy a ring for a crackhead 19-year-old. And he's a cornball in his 40s when he's lying about his girl being a single mom, even though he said he would never date a girl like that. This guy just stays being a cornball. Now, I don't like to judge people for their past, but when your past looks like your present.
Yo, that's facts. Yo, that's a bar.
Bruv, she's 19. It's not that special. She's an attract. It's not that special. The only reason you think it is because you're a loser. That's it. And it's okay.
No.
When you get on these platforms and trying to educate men like you top dog, but then we just have to look at your history and find out, oh, you bottom bitch.
Telling you, listen, it gets worse. It gets worse. I swear to God.
Yo.
People wonder why I speak with such conviction about these things, dude. Look.
Yeah, you heard him here. If you wonder why he speaks with such conviction, aka anger, right? Because we sense the anger in his voice when he talks about women. This is why, even at age 30, he still couldn't figure it out. That's wild. Hey, that didn't get anybody frustrated. Like, look at MTR wants to flip the table. I would have just slapped him, bro. Honestly, as a real friend, I would have had to smack you the moment you said that for two reasons. First thing is, why the fuck would you say that on a live stream podcast, dog? You making me look bad as your friend. I'm getting contact disappointment just sitting here listening to this bullshit. And second of all, the reason why I'd smack you, because it's just a ridiculous situation to be in at a 31. Mediocre review and tutorials, whatever. His MTR, he's younger than you, and he didn't even make that same mistake, dog. Like, that's bad. You know it's bad when MTR is like, yo, damn, bro, you should have just done this. Yo, dog. Yo, yeah, you deserve to be slapped for that one, dog. Hey, where's Will Smith when you need him?
It gets worse. It gets worse.
No.
So she says yes, right?
Damn.
So now, all of her friends are like, oh, she's getting engaged. Well, eventually she started fucking the baby daddy behind my back. Of course. So we were in this love triangle. Anytime she was pissed off at me, she'd go and fuck him. Anytime she was pissed off at him, she would come and fuck me. So finally on Thanksgiving,
he didn't even finish the sentence. Yo, y'all notice that? He didn't even finish the sentence. So, time out. She goes fucks the baby daddy, but does she come back to fuck you? Like, why didn't you finish the sentence, right? What? Or maybe she didn't come back to fuck you. Or maybe you were just the guy who paid the bills and you couldn't even afford that, and she just went out and fucked the baby daddy. Hold up. I got to play that again. You see how much hesitation he says he had with that? Hold up.
eventually she started fucking the baby daddy behind my back. Of course. So we were in this love triangle. Anytime she was pissed off at me, she'd go and fuck him. Anytime she was pissed off at him, she would come and fuck me. So finally on Thanksgiving, this girl calls me up and tells me that she was now engaged to be married to Ben, right? I'm crushed, I'm heartbroken, I'm crestfallen. During the summer, she lost an exorbitant, she was already a small girl. Yeah. She lost an exorbitant amount of weight. I found out that she was shooting heroin all summer long.
Bro, hey, I would have slapped him after he said that. Shit, I would have gave him the Will Street treatment, bro. Like, no cap, bro. What? You proposed to a 19-year-old heroin addict, dog? Is that what it is? This high-value man at the age of 31 is getting ready to risk it all for a goddamn heroin addict, dog. Oh, my God, dude. Priorities, Donnie. Where are your priorities, dog? Like, at 31, you're sleeping on fucking a heroin user's couch, right? And then you're proposing to a heroin addict after she cheated on you. Where are your priorities, bruh? Did you pay your brother back? Because we know you didn't pay your daddy back. I'm worried about the brother at this point, bro. The brother has to be the victim, like the innocent victim. Did he get his $800 back, bro? Because apparently the wedding didn't go through. She ended up cheating on you with the ex that busted out of jail. So, like, I mean, hey, somebody call up Donnie Boy's brother, dog. Did he get his money back? I want my $800. If I would have watching his YouTube video and I saw this shit, bro, I'd call him up. Give my 800. Give my 800, dog. Yo, this is so sad, bro. Oh,
okay. All right, you win, bro. I can see it.
Come back.
Right.
Come back.
Let's keep listening to this.
But it gets worse. Go on.
So anyway, she got arrested for possession. The people I was staying with had called the cops and ratted her out. So now she's in jail, right?
The other drug addicts you were staying with, is that what you were talking? So you mean her druggy friends ain't even shit either because they snitched on her? Damn, bro. It sounds like you put yourself in a dysfunctional ass situation. So the drug dealers, or not drug dealers, the drug addicts, the couches you were sleeping on, they snitched on their friend. Yo, this is a horrible ass situation, dog, to be in at 31. And the reason why, listen, the reason why I'm laughing at this so hard, it's not the fact that he's a 31-year-old man going through this bullshit, okay? No. It's the fact that this 31-year-old pretends to be this well put together manosphere guy that wants to come online and tell you how to live your life and how your life, and not only that, he judges you on how you currently live your life right now. Come to find out, this guy was still making mistakes. Hell, if you think someone like him coming out with all these courses on womanese and dealing out all these judgments and advice, you would look back at his past and he would seem, successful or well put together back then. But you tell me this nigga wasn't shit back then and he's trying to tell y'all how to be something? Get the fuck out of here, bro. This is a fucked up scenario. That's what it is. Her friends weren't shit, she weren't shit, and nigga, you ain't shit for being in that whole scenario, dog.
And of course, I have to save my fair maiden. I called up an old roommate and borrowed $1,350 to bail her out.
You borrowed more money? Oh my God, dog. That's over $1,200 in the hole you're in just for this one crackhead, dog. God damn. How is this possible? At 31? How is this possible at 31? Why did you leave her there? Bro, she was fucking her baby daddy, dog, and you bailed her out? Oh, Lord. You're a simp. You're a simp. You're a simp. You're a simp. I can't even say the word, dog. You're a fucking simp. Listen, I don't even think who's the worst person on the internet, bro. I don't even think Skippy is this bad, bro. Holy shit, you are worse. You are worse than the cringiest motherfucker on the internet. Congratulations, bro. Here's the crown. You earned this L. Jesus. You're a simp. You borrowed $1,300 from who? Hold on, I gotta rewind that back. Who did you borrow $1,300 from, dog? You over $1,200. You over $2,000 in the hole, dog. $2,100 in the hole. Who'd you borrow it from, bro? Oh,
I
shit.
called up an old roommate and borrowed $1,350 to bail her out. She gets out, I love you, then goes right back to bed. This is why people always wonder why I'm so passionate and I'm so sure. I have seen the worst. I've been in the worst of the worst situations. It is the worst.
Fuck you. No, I'm done. No. You put yourself in the worst situation. That woman, literally, bro, no, you wanted to play Captain Save-A-Ho. Nobody else did. You saw all these red flags, and according to you, and you still ignored it. That was on you. Listen, if the 19-year-old with the 6-year-old didn't raise any red flags, okay, and the tattoos didn't raise any flags, I mean, one would think maybe the heroin and the heroin addiction would probably raise some flags, right? Oh, no? Okay, let's take a look at her friends. Who does she all hang out with? Oh, wait, her friends are all heroin addicts too, and that doesn't raise a red flag? Holy shit. Matter of fact, there's so many red flags popping up that you ignored. I'm starting to... You're probably a red flag, my nigga. Like that whole scenario, if you were to look at that, it didn't make sense to you and you still roll with it. Oh, Jesus. Okay, and then her baby daddy being in prison. That's not also another red flag you need to worry about. And the fact that you still soldiered on throughout the sea of red flags you were freaking going through, and you couldn't stop at any point in time as a rational 31-year-old adult to say, hey, is the path I'm walking on the right one? Or am I heading towards a self-destructive path if I'm going to stick around with this 19-year-old, right? Like, I mean, what were you thinking? So now you're going to come on the internet with all the fucking blunders and mistakes you done already made, and then you want to go ahead and shove your ideals on other young men who, realistically, look, I'm just gonna be real. Some of them who are younger than you probably got enough sense to not make the same mistakes you made at 31. If we're just being real, dog. I'm sure some 21-year-old kid out there who probably listened to Andrew Tate would understand. Probably, let's say if he didn't even have Andrew Tate, right? He would just probably understand that there's an odd situation going on here and something ain't right about this woman, okay? And you bypassed all of that for what? You borrowed $1,300 from a roommate. You didn't pay the $800 for your brother for the ring. You're pathetic. You're a pathetic guy. Listen, dog. I don't know what other conclusion I can come down to other than the fact that you're pathetic, bro. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and it makes sense why you would come on YouTube behaving the way you're behaving right now. Like, listen, bro, you asked for this. Like, I didn't even know this podcast existed. He did with MTR, bro. That was honestly the most cringiest story, most embarrassing thing I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. And if I was your friend sitting next to you, I'd have probably pulled you aside and told you to shut the fuck up, because that's kind of what you needed. That wasn't a story that needed to be shared, because it did not make you look strong. Listen, maybe if you were 18 years old, maybe if you were 22, 23, any age under the age of 25 is acceptable. But 31, you're a fucking loser. That's all I got to say. Guys, listen, we still don't have a response from Donnie Boy yet. I don't know why he hasn't responded to this. And chances are, I don't even think he is going to respond, because what are you going to respond with? You already lobbed the argument about making fun of his wife that wasn't really actually his wife, so your research was faulty. What are you going to come back with, huh? You already put yourself in a goddamn corner. Congratulations. And you know what, Donnie? You deserve this, because you like to run spearheads into things that you don't know nothing about. You decide to come cape for your friend Fresh and Fit. Let's hope they come to help you out in this battle that you done found yourself in, because we seen the last time when Abba and Preach went after Fresh and Fit. That shit was nonstop and relentless. Like, they took every opportunity they had to come at Fresh and Fit, and they didn't like it. You, being the rational, wise, older gentleman that you're supposed to be, are still making the exact same mistakes. So listen, bro, I hope you are ready for the smoke that you have been begging for, because it looks like they're giving it to you. And so far, I have not seen any response whatsoever. Like, bruh, why? Like, why did you invite this hell into your life? And now you just opened yourself up. And thank you, by the way, because this is more content for us, and this is just going to be hilarious. But why? Like, why is Fresh and Fit going to come to your savior? Like, are they come save you or what? Like, what is going to happen here? Nothing, bro. They're not gonna come save your ass. Fresh and Fit were glad to get out of that fucking microscope that Abba and Preach put them under. Now you wouldn't have jumped in the fray, bro. God damn, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like, these guys, the longer you stay in this space, bro, the more you realize how dumb these guys are. Like, you just can't. Like, goddamn. Hey, listen, to Donovan Sharp's old roommate and Donovan Sharp's brother, I'm sorry that you did not get your money back from this 30-year-old clown who's now in his 40s, still making the same mistakes. It's sad to see that someone like that has still not learned. I mean, he also stole from his own father. So, I mean, anyone who's going to steal his own father's identity, I'm not surprised he's going to steal from his own brother and steal from his own roommate. Hell, who the fuck is his roommate if he's willing to steal from his own brother? So, guys, this is what we talk about all the time. Pay attention to these red pill guys, okay? Because, listen, the life that they're trying to get you to live ain't really the life they're living. It all comes down to this. Donovan Sharp, realistically, your girl Devin was the best thing that happened to you, because it looked like from your past, you were heading down a path of self-destruction, and she saved your ass. So instead of coming on YouTube talking about, I don't date single mamas, and I don't date this, and I don't date that, it looks like somebody came to your rescue. It was Devin, because it seems like the experiences you had with single moms haven't been the greatest ones. Yes, even at 19, they can still get your ass in trouble, dog. God damn this idiot, bro. Holy shit. Guys, that's what we got here today. I am waiting to see if Donovan Sharp is going to respond. Chances are he probably won't, but this has been a hilarious fest, okay? I will catch you guys on the next episode. Hey, we also did a stream for those of you guys who want to talk about politics on our other channel, okay? You'll check out the community tab. Just go hit the like button on that video, okay? We spent about a good minute talking about what was going on in the world, okay? The real stuff the manosphere should be telling you, but they're not, because they want you guys, lining their pockets up with your incel tears. So go ahead and check that out, okay? So then that way you don't end up like Donovan Sharp. You'll be well informed, okay? So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all being here. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification at the top to let you know whenever we are in town, all right? And enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.